Okay, it's finished downloading, so we extract all of this. Now where are we going to extract it? Okay, so what we have to do is go into GrandOrgue if you want. You could even set it up in here. Now we're going to create a new directory called Organ Installation Packages. Okay, all of the Sonus Paradisi, and I think a lot of the recent Peter Grabowski demos go into an Organ Installation Packages directory because it's using a Hoptwork numbered directory install process. But this is one of his earlier, so this is still pasting the shortcut. So what we have to do is extract this to the Documents, GrandOrgue, Organs, Organ Installation Packages. So we're going to install all of this stuff that is in the Peter Grabowski Friesach installer into this directory. In the meantime, let's open my file from the MPS Orgel site. So I have a README. Let's read what it says. README for Friesach extended. Place the Go ODF directory and the organ files into the same parent directory that is containing the data Friesach directory. In other words, all three of the data Friesach, Go ODF, and organ files are in the same directory, which we set up as the Organ Installation Packages directory. Double-click the organ file and be prepared to be blown out of the water. Okay, here it is. It's already appeared into the Organ Installation Packages directory on there. Now we're going to extract whether it can run two extraction processes at once. We're going to find out. So where was that? Documents, GrandOrgue, Organs, Organ Installation Packages. There, it's done. So we can go into here. Now we can see that the Go ODF directory. Now the Go ODF directory is the graphics that the Michael P. Schmidt SP Giga build that he made references. And I've been using his same code because no matter what type of code you use, it's not going to sound any different. So some people complained to me they didn't like the lack of a console picture, or they didn't like this and that about the code. Well, folks, I simply learned how to use this code. If somebody else wants to program it further, I am more than welcoming that. Okay, so now you can see here we're inside a Organ Installation Packages directory. Now I use a program called Notepad++ to write all of the code. Now we can see here by searching the code that the reference to the organ doesn't even reference organ installation packages. Many of my organ builds do. So this just says equals data Friesach. So what that means is the organ file here is pointing to the data Friesach directory. So that's inside the same directory as the organ file. Okay, now you can either go here to open, let's do it that way. So full image resolution, we'll open it here under the open process of GrandOrgue, which is already open. Am I loading this in 16-bit? I can't even remember. Okay, now we're loading up Peter Grabowski's original Friesach organ. You click here, you press the keyboard, you're ready to go. So we're already ready to go. Like I said, that's pretty straightforward. Now we can close this and save settings if you want. Now to show the other way, we just exit out of GrandOrgue. Now you can double click to open my organ, or you can double click any organ as long as GrandOrgue is closed. Otherwise it'll create a meaty conflict. Okay, now we're loading the extension. The extension basically is a massive and complicated coupling technique that I use to make the extra stops. So I'm utilizing the existing stops to make further ones. Alright, so here is the extension organ. So the way I did this was I basically duplicated the GrandOrgue or Hopwork manual of the Friesach, and I duplicated the swell as well. So they're relatively divisionally pure. And then I also made the chamades. So here you just simply right click. You can assign all of your keyboards. If you want to assign the chamade to a different manual, so that stop ends here. Now you can use all the couplers. Now I really like this design here. Show me a beautiful design like this in Hopwork or Swell Ink. I don't even know what organ I'm playing. When I load Swell Ink up, I have no idea what cathedral I'm in. I have no idea what the organ looks like. I want to play the organ as if I'm a listener and a beholder of the beauty, majesty, and loveliness of what I am playing. I don't want to play the organ like I'm sitting at the console. I have my own console. But like I say, if other people want to program or take my code and make a different view from it, be my guest. I'd love to see that done. We already had a user on here, and I want to thank Tim. Take this time to thank Tim 25. I'm not sure where that is now. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Tim25 made a Hopwork version of my organ. That was sweet of him. I don't think it sounds quite the same, but that might be of interest to you. I think the GrandOrgue version sounds a little better. Now look at all this stuff available for GrandOrgue. 279 files to explore, of which I've made 38. So anybody that says that GrandOrgue doesn't have any organs available, what are you thinking? Okay folks, any questions, let me know in the comments section. I hope this helps you.